So first of all, I want to say thank you for this fantastic organization here that have invited us to speak. And I also want to say thank you for Robertas that has made a fantastic presentation, basically, discussing, because we're basically talking about the same things. But one thing that I want you to understand, 100% of the companies you are giving data to are or will be hacked. Right? 4 days ago, MyHeritage, everybody knows MyHeritage. MyHeritage, no? It's a gene sequencing company that you're building your ancestry and stuff like that. 92 million accounts have been hacked. 92 million people have right now their most precious information, the gene sequencing, out there in the wild. Yoo-hoo. That's just awesome, right? Equifax, have people known about Equifax? Social security number, probably half of the American population right now, social security number are just out there in the wild. This is just awesome, right? So the way the data works today is not working. It's broken. I can end my presentation here. So what we're solving at Pillar is helping you take back your data. That's the most important. It's about taking back your data, and Roberta talked a lot about it, about privacy, about the powers that are manipulating our data and what the system is working. But what we're building is actually a platform that actually is going to do that, and is going to do that for the 99% of the population that, like my parents. Our parents are not going to use, geeky protocols and stuff like that. They need something easy to use. And this thing that's easy to use is what we're doing. And we're building something that will replace your accounts and will replace apps. You haven't heard that before. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about the use cases. So just a bit about the Pillar project. Pillar project is a very big open source foundation. We've done an ICO a year ago. That's Stone Age in blockchain land, July 2017. We have, it was designed to be a gift to the world, so we don't have any revenue model. We're building an economy. We're building a way for you to store your data safely and securely under a very important decentralized architecture. And the first wallet is going to be released very soon in July. So, I just talked about MyHeritage, but who can tell me what is the common denominator of those brands? Very important brands, by the way, these are just examples. What's the common denominator between those brands here that you see? Anyone? Anyone has an idea? What's the common denominator of all of that? No? No one?
They've all famously been hacked.
Exactly. They're all being hacked. And not because they don't have fantastic people, and it's not because they don't have very important security measures. It's because they're using a centralized architecture. And a centralized architecture has one thing. You see that in the middle? It's a single point of failure. Right? And it's not a fair war. You as an organization, you need to protect yourself 365 days, 24/7. The hackers need 5 minutes that you fall asleep. You're done. So it's not a fair fight. It will never be a fair fight. What we're doing at Pillar, we're changing the way data is owned, exchanged, and consumed based on a decentralized architecture, based on blockchain technologies and DLTs, decentralized ledger technologies. We're putting you in the middle and all the markets and the vendors are going to be to you, right? Which is very different from the way the data works today. As you can see, the users are around the services and not versus you. You're not the center, the services are. That's what we mean about the no accounts and no apps. This personal data locker that we're creating is going to become the dashboard of your digital life, your personal assistant, right? And it will be all your account in your secure Pillar wallet, in your secure Pillar personal data locker. And the reason that you want to do that are twofold. Number one, we don't have control of your data. You're not switching the current system to Tomer. You're not switching the current system to Pillar. You're switching the current system to you. You control the data, and no one monetizes it. No one has access to it without your permission. You control perfectly your permission. And at the same time, what we're doing, we are disintermediating apps. Aha, that's a new one. We're flipping the way how data works. Everything that you're doing today in the world, when you're doing a search, you're going out there, you're performing the search. When you're booking a cab, you're going out there to the Uber app. You're going out there and you're buying something on Amazon, etc. We don't have that. There are no apps in the Pillar world. Offers come to you. That's the pull model. So it's completely reversing the way, creating a much richer experience of everything. Think of a kayak, of a price comparison, right? So for example, on kayak, you don't say, I want to go, I want to use British Airways, right? You're saying, I want to go from Vilnius to London, right? And offers are coming to you. Think about this, but for everything, right? And this is how you created that you own the data. You protect your data, you protect your identity, and everything is in it. Everything is going to be inside your personal data locker. I'm saying yours because it's not mine. I don't have your private key, right? So you're going to put your health information, your identity, your kid's school registration, and so on and so on and so forth. So it's going to have a huge effect on everything, right? Some of the use case that we're going to have, we're beginning with a simple wallet, right? That will help you safely store and manage your cryptos and do very, very simple transactions. They're not going to be very complicated transactions with all those keys, right? My parents are never going to use that, right? If you want to bring that to 99% of the population, they're never going to use those crypto keys, what are those keys? We need to communicate much simpler in a way, the way that we're doing in the things that are centralized, controlling the current system, the WhatsApp, the Skype, etc. So we need to connect with people. We're going to reinvent and unleash innovation and capital markets with the ICO in a regulated, safe, secure way to help people participate in the project that they want and be regulated by the EFC, regulated by the big regulators, whether it is the FCA, the SEC, all over Europe, etc. This is going to be very important. It's been very important for countries such as Lithuania, and it's going to be continually important in the future, right? Then we're moving, in the next part of the year, we're moving to the Pillar for Citizen and the Pillar for Consumer and for Business. What are these? It's a safe place and secure, your Pillar for Citizen, your personal data locker that will contain all your citizen services in your Pillar personal data locker. Okay, everything, so you can access everything and have everything stored on the decentralized architecture, which is the blockchain, working with the different protocols. Roberto has talked about it before. All of these are going to be very important, right? And eventually, we're moving to the Pillar for Consumer, which is the platform for the services and the offers that are starting to come to you. We're going to do that pretty soon at the second part of the year. And eventually, we're moving to what we call internally, we'll probably have another name for that, what we call internally the WIDOS. It's your data operating system. Make no mistake, this is going to be, we hope, the operating system of the 21st century. And it's going to be open source, without any revenue model, and without any single organization that control anything else but providing the infrastructure for you to build on that. And that's also related to the Pillar for Business, which will provide a way for organization to extract the personal information, to be compliant with GDPR, and put it in a safe, secure place, which is the personal data locker, so that customers can manage their own data. That's what the Pillar is about. It's about your life, it's about your ownership, it's about making sure that in the 21st century, people are saying, yeah, data is oil. Data is not oil. Data is water. Data is air. Do you want people to tell you when to breathe and when to drink? Think about that. It's never going to stop. Today, four days ago, MyHeritage, all the companies that I mentioned before were hacked. It's never going to stop. As long as we're placing everything on centralized architecture and we're not moving into this new world, these things will continue. Last thing, we're very committed to Lithuania, extremely committed to Lithuania. Not only that we're building both with municipalities here, Boris, my friend, has mentioned the fantastic city of Alytus, as well as with Lithuania in general, we're bringing from around the world around 500 people to here into what we call the Young Conference. So a conference here that is not very structured or a little structured. Every one of you, each one of you can come and can present, talk about things that you're passionate about. So don't hesitate, come, registered. It's on our website. We want to bring around 500 people, I hope much more, many more, and have a lot of fun, talk about from token economics to philosophy to macroeconomics to whatever you wish, education, government, money, the future of money, the future of tokenization, all of that will be in Pillar Conference. Don't miss it. This is here, it's in Lithuania, and we're going to put Lithuania at the forefront of technology. Voila, thank you so much.
Very interesting topic, Tomer. I heard Paulus has a lot of questions to you. Let's invite him to the stage and we will have a discussion here.